Social media once was a benefit, I feel that when I was in school, but I feel that now it has replaced human interaction, and students have become so dependent and rely on conversing between technology as opposed to directly speaking to each other. So I feel as time progresses, people will no longer communicate verbally, it will all be via the social network.
Okay. You feel social media negatively affects the youth of America?
I feel that social media negatively impacts the youth of America by making us feel like that we have to be something that we're not. Basically, by looking at a magazine and seeing all these skinny people and everything, it's like, oh, that's what I have. Okay, this is genetics, thank you. But it's like, people feel like that's what you have to look like, that you have to go get your hair done, you have to go get your nails done, otherwise you're not how you should be. It makes you feel uncomfortable in your own body.
That social media and the internet have had on your life?
Negative influences. I would say it takes up your time. You're always like on your phone constantly wondering what the next tweet is or what's on Instagram. I also think it can be a form of some type of bullying because people always say stuff on the internet. They put pictures of other people on the internet and make fun of them. So I think it can lower people's self-esteem. You can also, feel bad about yourself if you don't get as many likes as someone else does sometimes if you're really self-conscious. So yeah, I think those are some of the negative effects that social media has on us.
The internet enables bullying because kids feel like without the face-to-face interaction that they can say whatever they want in an anonymous standpoint. And it also has been a gateway to distract kids from their schoolwork and other things. And I think the biggest problem is it actually cuts back on real personal interaction because people just tweet each other instead of doing it face-to-face.
Thank you.
Who knows me?
Can you just say something?
The internet it screws you over if you put any information that you don't want people knowing.
What negative impact has social media and the internet had on your life?
Well, instead of going to bed at 11, I lay in the bed until 1 on my phone, and then I'm sleep deprived, which sucks. And I also use my phone in class when I'm supposed to be paying attention, then don't pay attention and fail and die. Thanks.
How do you feel about the internet and the negative things that it does to people? Go.
Squirrel. Oh. Well, it makes people have a hard time to pay attention to hey, it's you again. And you tend to find a lot of information that isn't my own. Don't accuse me of cheating. Oh, but when the cable's down, I don't know what to do with myself. There's these things called books. They're strange. I don't know how to work them. They won't boot up. But that's about it. That's all I can think of.
Anything else?
Lack of privacy. But then again, I gave that away myself.
Oh, okay. Okay. What are some negative effects that the internet and social networking sites have on youth?
Well, as far as being a teacher, some of the negative effects are this. Students like to be on social media while they're in class instead of paying attention. They like to go on the internet, they like to browse YouTube, they like to browse Facebook, and it's hard to compete. One of the other negative effects is this. We get students who have fights, and they like to record it on their cameras and upload it onto YouTube. And that's negative for the students because when we catch them on there, we can actually suspend them even though we didn't see them fight.
Is that it?
That's it.
Thank you. What negative influence does the internet and social networking sites have on your life?
I wouldn't say it's a negative influence on my life, but internet, it influences kids to do more things like the internet and the media and the music, and it influences them to act differently. And the internet is used abusingly because it's used for kids to talk online and know people that they don't know, and they talk to them and then they have pictures and do other things like that. So yeah, that's how I think that it influences on my life.
Thank you, Dad. What did I say the first time? Oh, I feel like social media has become a distraction from the things that I have to do every day. It's also become an obligation. Like, I feel like when I get home, I have to check Instagram or I have to check Twitter instead of doing something like homework or, say, chores. And also, it's become a mode for people to bully other people because people feel like they have some type of bravado when they're on the internet instead of saying it to people's faces. So it can have a negative effect, but also there's the fact that you can connect with other people. So I guess that's a good part of social media.
As though it gives the youth more of a sense of entitlement, almost a bravado, where you see people who generally would not act a certain way, who try to be more tough and intimidating online, and that's definitely a negative thing. Also, you have it the other way where children and youth are intimidated by others in a situation where that usually might not happen. The term cyberbullying or Twitter thug may come to mind. It does happen. It's quite comical, but it does happen.
It doesn't allow youth to be socially responsible because unfortunately a lot of youth are not mentally prepared to handle the responsibility that free anonymity has with the internet, so therefore they basically take on a different persona, they become someone else, they lie, they embellish, and therefore it ends up causing problems later on down the line that they may not have been mentally prepared to handle or even think about.
Thank you.
You're welcome.